Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Hope you're all doing okay. I'm back in the car as you can see. Normal Wednesday, and the car park's quite quiet today. But oh well, let's not go there otherwise I'm going to get distracted. Like I did earlier, I saw a magpie and was watching it for a while. They're beautiful. Beautiful birds. However, oh, and here comes the dog walking couple. Looks like they've got a new dog. Or they're walking somebody else's. Oh, well, sorry. So I got my coffee. Got my iPad. I've got my Bluetooth off, yeah. And I've got my notebook. I was tagged by Sam by Hook or Needles, who had done was tagged by Shannon at Spoony Stitcher. And it's hashtag Fibre Artist Nopes 2025. And it's really got me thinking, because it's not a lot I wouldn't crochet or knit or do with fibre, but things I wouldn't do on channel or in general. So I had to think, and I've wrote a few things down. It's not a very big list. First one is micro crochet with like normal sewing thread and tiny needles. My hands cannot deal with anything that fiddly, so I won't be doing it. However, if a pattern is a bit better. If a pattern is nice enough, I might up the fibre to a thicker fibre and a bigger needle and try it out that way if it's cute enough. I learnt that from a while back. A friend I know online and I have known for donkey's years has a Facebook group, and she said, I'm going to do this doily, who wants to do it with me? I said, oh, I'll do it. And I was struggling with thinner thread, and I was literally about to throw it out the window, and then she showed hers, and she turned it into a baby car seat cover, just for going over the legs of a child in a car seat. I thought, well, that was simple. Why didn't I think of that? I took my glasses off, now I can't read my writing. So, micro crochet is a no-no. So, I won't do things to order. I don't mind doing the odd thing for somebody, but if you give something to me as an order and want me to do it, my brain will say this is no longer fun, I'm not doing it. Even if I've made 20 of the same things and think they're absolutely brilliant, the moment somebody puts pressure on me, I don't want to do it. So I won't do to order. I once come across a scarf I thought was absolutely hilarious. I won't say what it said, but it had words in filet crochet, and I thought it was funny. I thought my daughter would find it funny. So I sent her a picture and said, haha, look at this, because it's just her sort of humour. And she said, oh my God, how many can you crochet for me by Christmas? And that pattern no longer held any allure, any fun to it, because pressure was put onto it. So I won't put pressure on myself. It takes the fun away from it. Crochet, knitting, craft home for me is... it's how I relax. It helps make my brain quieter. Because I have a brain that's thinking 64 million thoughts a minute, and it bounces around a lot. If I can lose myself in a craft or a book or something like that, it's brilliant. If I have a craft to do and it's for somebody else, I'm not enjoying it, I'm worrying it's good enough for that person. So that's number 2. Things that would cost me a fortune to make. I'm really sorry, it's brilliant. You can make all these things, but if it's going to cost me an unreasonable amount to make something that I can buy, and when I say buy, I don't mean like going to Primark or somewhere really cheap. I mean buy it from somebody who's made it, or you know what I mean. not sweatshop made, but if I can go and buy it and it's not going to cost me as much or a fortune to buy it and make it, I'm not going to spend a fortune to go out and buy all new stuff to make it. That's not me. But also I won't buy sweatshop made stuff and cheap and cheerful. These crochet bits that are in the shops, a ridiculous amount of money. I think I was in Primark a couple of years ago and there was a children's dress in there or a top with crochet and I wanted something like £4 for it, and I'm like, there's no way that's worth it. Not worth it. There is no way that the person who made it got enough for the work that went into it. I mean, another thing you won't see me do is a what's in my bag video. When I was younger, I remember there being, I don't remember what it was, but in my mind, there must have been an advert or some campaign at school about, do not drop your litter, take your litter home if you can't find a bin. So that all went in my pocket. So then later on in my teenage years, I discovered bags. And if you can't find a bin, you put your rubbish in a bag. You got your receipts from shops. You've got little things you'll find. I'm forever picking up shells and pine cones and all sorts of things that I find interesting. So my bags are full up of all interesting things. And like, just recently I went on a paranormal investigation. Me and my friend went with a couple of other people and had a walk around at night at a place. We weren't trespassing, by the way, or anything. Went round a place that we used to do paranormal investigations before. And so then in my handbag now I have things like cat balls and K2 meters from when I went out, and they don't get taken out my bag. So unless I've just packed a bag to show you what I've got in my bag, like today I've packed a bag for coming into the car and there was nothing in that bag beforehand. Plus me, got an Amazon notification. Would I like hiking boots? So that's been the latest one. But as I said, unless I've just packed that bag, I would not seriously put you lot through looking at things like my dog poo bags and things. So I'm not going to do what's in my bag. It is just... I've mentioned that bit, didn't I? That bit all. Political things, I won't bring up or make political things. Everybody has their own political beliefs. And I'm not going to say you're wrong, you're right. I'm not going to put myself out there. That is something between me, myself and I. And I'm not going to argue with anybody about those. Cuss word, swears, blankets, etc. Not doing. I have young grandchildren at home, and you want to swear, go for it. Lots of people in my family swear. I swear occasionally, but there's no need to put it out there. I don't need it, I suppose. I don't find it that funny. I do and I don't. Not enough to put it all around my house anyway. But if you swear, go for it. You won't shock me. I'm virtually unshockable. My children have tried over many, many, many years, and they've yet to find something that shocked me. My daughter especially seems to think this was funny to try. And the last thing I won't do is, that I can think of, is a temperature blanket, mood blanket or whatever. I do not have the concentration to go through and keep up with something like that. I really admire people's blankets and snakes and scarves and things they've done. As the workmanship on them, and some of them are absolutely stunning. But by mid-February I will be bored of it, and that would be the end of that. I still have I was knitting a jumper or a sweater, as some people might call them, for my husband. I was doing it with all odd bits of scrapbook, and I've done all around and then up the back, and now I'm on the V-neck bit. I don't know if I've done one side, I'm on the other side. But that got really boring after a while. Alright, it was only stocking stitch, but I will have to get back to that. I've forgotten. I keep forgetting about it. But this is it. I put it to one side because I get a bit bored of it, or I haven't got enough of the colours to finish off that section. And it just doesn't get done. It gets forgotten. That's the way my brain works, because the next thing's coming in. That also is extended make-alongs and cows. I'm alright if there's like a few weeks or a few editions, but if they go on and on and on, I'm not going to do them. As much as I would love to do 100 granny squares, or the books where I've got so many squares or stitches in, I would love to do every one of those, but they're not going to get done in an orderly fashion. So I'm not going to do them. My brain does not work that way. I've also stopped saying, oh, I want to do that, I do that, I do that. It just doesn't happen. So those are my Faber, I don't know what's up with me today, Fibre Artist Notes 2025. I will put the hashtag down below. I will put links for Sam's video and for Shannon's video, and you can go and check theirs out. And I'll see if I'll tag some people. If not, if you want to do it, do it. It really makes you think about what you will and won't do. Now, all I can think about after doing this is what I have in my bag. Although I'm not thinking project bags, I'm thinking my handbag. On day-to-day version, maybe I should do what's in my bag, but not. On day-to-day, there might be anything from tarot cards to paranormal investigation stuff. There could be conkers, pine cones, dog poo bags, receipts. It's all complete mishmash. I'm worse than Magpie. So anyway, that is what I'm going to be thinking of. I've got half an hour left waiting in the car. I'm going to get on and start knitting back on my Stephen West striped step sock. I think I've got the name right. I have enough trouble saying it. I'm going to do a little bit of work on that. And if that doesn't work, the whole lot's coming out. I'm going to try it in the construction in my mind, because it's not working too well. I will get there. I am stubborn enough that I will finish a pair of socks. But the first one is giving me nightmares. And I think the problem might be is I've been mainly working on it at night when my brain's not fresh. So that's what I'm going to do for the next half an hour. Do you know, sometimes I take a breath to speak and my mind goes blank. So anyway, I hope you're all having a good Wednesday. I hope the ones of you that have had this cold or have had a cold or aren't too well are doing okay and improving a bit. Anybody wondering about my son, I talked to him earlier and he's out of pain. He just has a few odd twitches. They put him on antibiotics and sent him home with painkillers, and he's doing great. He's doing fine. So all good there. I'm going to love you and leave you and let you get on with your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.